Welcome back to FPL Spad, your best place to find FPL content for the 24-25 season. My name is Spad. Today, you're joining me for my deadline stream for Gameweek Day 2. One of the best of game weeks last week. Let's just have a quick recap of what happened last week. Pretty pissed off that I had Murphy on the bench. Should have benched either Saka or Foden. Foden got injured early, came off before the 60th minute, so lost down 2 points extra there. Saka came off the bench at half time, didn't do nothing. So, weren't the best of weeks for me. But if I had Murphy, I still got a green arrow last week. But if I had Murphy in my team instead of the other two, would have been extra 15 points, and that would have probably jumped me up pretty much a bit more in the rankings above the 1 million mark, which I was needed. You right, bro? But yeah, so mistakes happened. Murphy was on the bench, but this week Murphy will be playing. I haven't got a bench boost, so I'm not playing a bench boost. I'm just gonna make a choice between Saka and Foden, which one is gonna play, really. I know Foden's got a yellow on him. Hopefully we can get some early team news for the Man City game as their 12:30 kickoff. So if Foden is playing, I'll probably keep Foden in there. But if we don't get no leaks for the lineup, I'll probably will have to change to Saka. Yes, again, choosing Foden in my team has really cost me overall, because if I didn't have Foden, I would have had Eze instead of Sarr. We would have a better bench in Greaves and Burgess, and we'll not have to bring Saliba in last week with a minus for Gabriel. So mistakes happened again and again for me, but let's move on. Hopefully this week is a better week. Yeah, I'll check, bro. There you go. So you're gonna play the 3 Newcastle and 3. You've played Liverpool, Murphy. Good for you, my friend. I will probably play Guardiola instead of Saliba in the last game, so you could have got 7 points there. But yeah, still we made a good amount of points. Wildcard played. Got no money in the bank. Okay. If I were you, I'll just roll. Just go roll your transfer, really. Yeah, you've literally got to make no changes, my friend. Maybe just bench Saka for Savinho or Guardiola, really. That's about it, in my opinion. Play Martinez is still a rare. I'll play. Next week you bench boost. Yeah, you got a double game week every single player really here. Do you have got some transfer saved up? Because you're gonna have to get rid of Murphy and Livramento or Isak, one of the two. It'll be a hard one to do, really, because you want either Watkins or Rogers, and because you've got no money in the bank, so bringing in Rogers will be a bit of a problem for Murphy, because I think Murphy's what 5 million, Rogers 5.6. Of course, you can make that money up by taking maybe Livramento out and bring someone else in, but Livramento is cheap as it is. I would have said bring in Watkins and Rogers. That way you can make the money up by taking Isak out. But you've already got 2 Villa players for it. So it's going to be harder there, really. But yeah, I think that's a real hard one you got there, bro. And you've got what, 3 Arsenal players already? 1, 2, yeah, you got 3 Arsenal players already, so you can't get Arsenal players in. Oh, yeah. And you got 3 Man City players as well. Yeah, in a quite a bit of pickle, really. Huh. Yeah, quite a bit of pickle, my friend. I'll probably start with Savinho this week. I think Saka will be rested because of the Champions League game they got coming up against Madrid, where they're winning 3-0 already, but still you would rather want him fresher for that game. I think Savinho is more likely to start in this game, so I'll probably go for Savinho over Saka, personally. But you can even go for, if you feel like Savinho might not start, if you get early team news, then yeah, Guardiola will be a good option instead. Let me just have a quick. So, let me find out some team news quickly. So, give me a second. Let's have a look at any team news. So, in team news today. Alright. So, find some team news. We've got 20 minutes deadline. Hopefully we get some leaks for the Man City game. Find out if Savinho, Foden, which players are playing, Doku, Marmoush. But yeah, let's see if we can get some team news. Alright. We need some team news. Hopefully we get some soon. And then we can do what we need to do. Maybe see what AI says to do. Optimize team. Alright. Have a quick look at the AI team. So you have Raya. I start to Saliba or Guardiola or Nico Williams. I will start with Guardiola just because he has a chance of attacking returns, and Saliba is more likely to keep a clean sheet than Nico Williams, more in my opinion. Yeah, Saliba and Guardiola, and just bench Nico Williams really. Who are Forest players anyway? Everton at home. Can see Everton getting a goal maybe, and I can also see Nico Williams getting a yellow card. So, because Everton do play a physical game, Nico Williams just like to give it back a bit. So, yeah, I'll play Guardiola and thingy. No, don't bench Marmouche. No, don't bench Marmouche. That's just madness, especially with Holland out. I will not be benching Marmouche. Yeah. I expect Marmouche to start here. We just need to wait for the lineups, really. Hopefully get some leaks. Oh, but that was just for last week, anyway. Stupid. So, Saliba, Guardiola, yeah. Abdulman, join my mini league. It's the cards on the top left. That way I can just look at your team. The best way for me to give advice is looking at people's teams instead of you writing it out. I can just boom, click on it and just give you straight advice. Best way to give advice, really, in my opinion, instead of you typing it out. You know. 1 second. When to be look at my team. Nicholas, where are you, Nicholas? There you go. So yeah, next week, man. Just bench boost next week. How much money you got in the bank? 0.3. Okay. So you gotta make a choice next week. The thing is, you already got two Villa players already, which makes it a bit harder. So like next game week, actually it's not really that hard because you got Palmer who's not double game week next week. So next week you could replace Palmer with somebody else, whoever you want. Actually, wait, Saka. So literally next week, replace Saka for Palmer for Saka, replace Murphy for Rogers maybe, and if you got one more free transfer, I would replace Dan Burn for another. Actually, you already got two Arsenal players. Got three Crystal Palace. Got three Villa. Have three Villa. Who is the other double game week again? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think you're bringing Saka and Rogers in next game week minimum. Yeah, just bench boost next week and take out Palmer for Saka and take out maybe Murphy for Rogers or Encesio, Rashford, whichever choice you like, whichever you think you prefer better. I would. Yeah. Luckily for you, you started Murphy last week. Got yourself a nice decent amount of points. While I had Murphy benched, which was not great for me. Would have been a good, decent week if I had started Murphy last week. But for me, it didn't work out. But yeah. For this week, Martinez. Reyes played, but for this week, they're both just as good because Arsenal could easily just not let a goal in at all, keep a clean sheet, and Martinez is up against Southampton, against one of the worst teams in the Premier League history. So either one really is a good. It's just a toss of a coin, really, in my opinion. I would just go for Martinez because Southampton are the easier team because they have less quality in the team, personally. So according to Thingy, Martinez is 1, 2, 3, 6th choice. Brea is third, but of course the front two are double game weekers, so you can understand that. But there's not much difference between Raya and Martinez 0.2 predictions. So Raya could make more saves, so a chance of maybe getting bonus points that way. But yeah, there could be some rotation in the Villa game, and they're leaking a goal maybe. But Southampton have been really poor. It is a away game as well. It is literally a flip of the coin, my friend. For you, we are 10 minutes away from deadline, guys. Please lock your teams in if you haven't already. Any questions you want to ask me, please go ahead. This is my team at the moment. Double captaining Isak. I've still got to make a choice between Saka and Foden on which one to play. So, try my best, boys. Let's have a quick look at price changes. looks like that's going to be happening. Actually, I haven't looked at the actual transfers in and out in the numbers wise. So Murphy is the most transferred in player, nearly at 900,000 transfers in. Mateta, 600k. Rogers at 400, a bit early move in my opinion. I know Southampton's an easy game, but there's a chance of him being rotated in this game, in my opinion. He has been playing. He's 90 minutes for a lot of games, plays a lot of minutes, and he played the full 90 in the Champions League quarterfinals the other day. So, and they've got a big game coming up in the midweek again against PSG at home. So, could be a possibility of Rodgers being dropped. So that's the probably main reason why I'll not be going for Rodgers this game week. Livramento, great cheap defender for Newcastle, double game week. Muniz, Eze, no surprise there. Isak, I wouldn't be bring Isak. It is double game week. I can understand why people bring him in. Milinkovic, not someone who I'll be bringing in this game week. Guardiola, I wouldn't be bringing in this game week either. Saliba wouldn't be bringing this game week, neither with Mamouche. So you could probably understand a lot of these transfers have been made because they're not that many. Probably a few wildcarders that are doing it, basically. The transfers out, in the other hand, we have Clivert massively taken out, Word, Aina, Gabriel. People are taking out Burma as well. Trent, Elanga. So the usual suspects going out at the moment. Some people have taken out Saka, 100,000 people. But yeah. Trying to get some news. Can we get some team news? Need some team news. We've got 8 minutes to go, not long to go. No leaks yet either. So we've got rumors are that Foden is not going to be starting today's game. So, Foden mistake has been costing me, man. Probably in my wild card, probably the biggest mistake I made was bringing in Foden into my team by looking at other people's the so-called experts on FPL Harry and FPL Raptor and Focal. All three convinced me to, literally during my stream, convinced me to bring in Foden, which is my own mistake in the end of the day. I did have Burma instead of Foden initially. Yeah, it's on me. Like I can't blame anyone else but me. I need to literally, yeah, not great by me really. So I'm gonna play Saka instead of Foden. Hopefully Saka starts or something, does something really. But yeah, I think my team is done. I don't think I'm gonna do any more. Don't think we're gonna get any news thrown in really about if he's gonna start or not. So yeah. So a lot of price rises today. Probably a few. I'll say maybe 4, maybe. The other one will stop as the transfer deadline stops. So yeah, I still haven't seen. I haven't even posted up yet. Like FPL have been pretty lazy lately. Pretty lazy. No surprise there, but it is how it is. 3 minutes to go before deadline. Please lock your teams in. Ah. So guys, I hope you all have a good game week. People that are watching me, and everyone that's not watching me doesn't have a good game week. You know, but yeah. Hmm. Two minutes to go, guys. Make sure my team is done. Yeah, Foden on the bench. I wish I had Livramento instead of Saliba. Really. Um, that way I could have played Ray instead of Pope. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Deadline is like literally a minute away, so we are done. Like, um, yeah. So, thank you guys for joining me for my deadline stream for Game Week 32. I will see you next week at Game Week 33 with the most majority of the people in FPL will be playing the bench boost. People that have that bench boost left. I do not have the bench boost left, so I am at a disadvantage. Uh, and pretty much everyone's got the same players that I have, so I don't expect to literally get any more green arrows in the coming week. Maybe this week, maybe I might get green arrows, but people that play triple captors will surpass me again, really. And then next week is gonna be the. I don't think I will get a green arrow without my bench boost, so I'm just hoping to get average points, really, in general. And the week after is the free hit, is where I think majority of the people will be gambling on different teams because it's probably the only way to figure out like jump up in rank, in my personal opinion. The deadline has passed, just to be sure. There you go. We have got semi-automated offsides this weekend as well for the first time in the Premier League. And let's see what happens, guys. How it is. But thank you guys for joining me. I will see you guys next time. Yeah.